Alright guys, what is going on, and welcome to another video, and this one will be of my bank. So I've been holding off for this for quite some time, been runecrafting for a little while, and I wanted to make this video as good as it could be, and as different, I guess, to the last one that you've seen. So obviously I don't do bank videos that often, and I don't think, like, I've said I wanted to do these once a month, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'll just make one of these whenever I feel like my bank has changed a significant amount. If you guys want to see that, if you want to see more bank videos, let me know, and I will do them occasionally. I won't do them often because I can't be bothered, but I'll pump out one every now and again. So anyway, moving on to the actual bank account, I think we better get into it. So the problem with this is that I've recorded it 4 times already and disliked the way it's gone down. So I'm going to try and speed up the process and get stuck right into price tags and get this underway. So for those who keep up to date with my videos and pay attention, you will notice that my cash stack is probably half of what it used to be. This is for a few reasons, and mainly supplies in a few different skills is the reason, but I've been buying pure essence, potato with cheese, and energy pots. It's just my supplies have dwindled with the nature runes that I've crafted, and I will need to stock up and resupply. And you know, refurnish this tab a little bit, but this one you've probably seen the most of, and it's not going to be the most revealing of all, so the other tabs are going to be what you want to see the most. But before we move on, I have been crafting lore runes occasionally for a bit of variety. I know if you like crafting lore runes in search of a high rune crafting level, you're probably thinking that I'm a bit retarded, but yeah, I just find them relaxing and almost nostalgic. It's weird to say, but I don't mind going back, even if it's a little bit inefficient, just to, you know, have a bit of variety and spice it up a little bit, spice up the rune crafting love life. How fucking sad is that of a sentence? Anyway, moving on to the next tab. So there's a few little bits and pieces here that shouldn't be here, but they are, so they're whatever. Just got my full prospector gear with my D-pick, and a fun cute fact is if you use the dragon pickaxe to boost your mining, I assume this works with every mining boost kind of ability or whatever stat upgrade. I managed to mine a rune rock with it with pay dirt, so it wasn't a rune rock itself, it was just through the process of cleaning pay dirt, and I've actually been training my mining quite a bit through the Motherlode mine, even though I haven't done a video on it just yet. I've been there for quite some time, and I don't know, I really like that place. It's a great alternative, even if it's slow as balls. So this is my Ferroceptor. You all know what it does. It's used for trading your magic spellbook over to ancient. So whenever I go PKing out in the wilderness, that's what I use to change my magics. Too bad that I don't go ping or use ancient magics, so rip. Anyway, moving on. Fuck, I gotta do this. I gotta click the tab. Moving on to tab number 2. So tab number 2 consists of my PvP/PVM gear, because essentially whenever I do PVM, it's in the same gear that I PvP in, so hashtag pure problems, I guess. So I don't have a nice Slayer tab full of Bandos or Proselyte or anything like that. I've just got monk robes, dude. That's all I've got. So they're my trusty robe armor of choice, and they never fail to let me down. I was so sad. If you guys remember playing this game before it was turned into EOC, whenever the graphics came, I was so sad when they made them these brown, comfortable looking, disgusting robes. It made me so sick. I love the old look to them, and I'm glad that they look like this in this game. So anyway, I've got to stop fanboying over fucking monk robes or I'm gonna go nuts. But the rest of this tab just consists of there's kind of melee in that corner, ranged in this corner, and then just random mage shit throughout the rest of it. Obviously there's too many colors of wizard's hat, so there's shit littered everywhere, and yeah, that's the rest of that. So things like berserker rings, furies and stuff, I don't have placeholders for, so these just kind of float at the bottom of my tab. And I mean, they're not too hard to find. It's not too bad not having them sorted. I don't really mind. The OCD doesn't kick in that hardly. So moving on to the next tab. This is the cute little rune rock that I managed to mine with my pickaxe. It's the only one that I've managed to get, but it's something, I guess. So the rest of my tab, I guess you'd call this my skilling tab. I've got my Grok and my Lurupia on the left and right hand. What is the word? Fuck it, I don't even know what the word is. Anyway, I've got a little bit of gold, a little bit of gold ore, a little bit of gold bars. These will eventually be turned into those, and I still need quite a few more of these gold ores to get 99 mage. I think this current supply will get me to 98, maybe. It'll be very close. But I do believe I'll be able to get 99 fairly easily. Superheating's a pain in the ass, but I mean, you do it once and then you're done, so it shouldn't be too hard. I'm also going to be buying up some new logs, so I mean 3 at the moment isn't much to talk about, but I'm looking at buying quite a few, and I'll explain why in later videos, but we'll move on from there. 7.8 thousand chins, these are left over from my 9900 experience, and I think they were around 400 to 500 each whilst I was doing Hunter, and I got too stubborn. I get stubborn with shit. I hoard and hoard and hoard stuff until I feel like it's a suitable price to sell. Hence the 250k Laurens that I still haven't let go of. But yeah, these chin chompers are now worth quite a decent amount of money. I just still haven't sold them. I mean, it's just force of habit. I've just held them for so long that they've just become a part of me, man. But anyway, moving on to non-weird shit. The rest of this tab is pretty bleak in terms of actual value, but it's the rest of my skilling gear. This should not be in here. But, my tabs are kind of messy occasionally, but I don't really care. For the most part, I can navigate around my bank, fairly quickly, so that's all that matters. Moving on to my potions tab. It's a tab with potions in it. Who would have guessed? But that's what it is, that's what it does, and that's what it's always going to do. So there's not much to talk about. There's potions, they do things, and I like them. Anyway, moving on to the Herblore tab. It's pretty much the same story. You're going to see quite a bit of a pattern here over the next few tabs, but my herb level I actually trained. I got 52, and I can now create my own super energy pots, so that's pretty sweet, I suppose. And the good thing about that is that I don't need to grind myself on Zybez and, deal with all that stuff. I kind of need to do that for Avantos. I didn't really think that through, did I? But yeah, I guess it's a little bit funny if you're making your own potions. It feels like you've got a little bit of independence, which you wouldn't have had if you just buy them yourself. So, moving on to my disgusting farming tab. This thing's probably worth about 15 GP total. Not really, it's probably worth a few 100k, but I don't do farming at this point in the game. I don't really, I'll do farming once I have the supplies for it, but I don't want to, sweat myself out just buying new seeds one at a time. It's disgusting, and I'd rather wait until I really want to train the skill and just buy bulk. But this won't change for quite a lot. Farming is something that once I get into the groove of, I really don't mind it, but when I'm not training it, it can just suck a dick and die. I don't really care for it. But yeah, I have little on and off phases with farming. We're kind of hot and cold, but at the moment we're freezing. So moving on to this tab is just some games necklaces and dueling rings. I kind of find that this scroll of redirection annoys me, but I like to have an 8-charge duel ring in my main tab because I do use them whilst I'm runecrafting that. So yeah, for those wondering why I have 1300 1-charge dueling rings, this is from my lore runecrafting days. I didn't always manage to do it, but whenever my dueling rings get down to 1 charge, if I'm at 2, use the teleport and bank, I will actually drop it off as opposed to using the final charge. You probably know why, but at some point I will elk these, and I think they elk for about 700 GP, so you effectively cut your cost of dueling rings in half when you do this. So if you're not, I highly suggest you do it, but if you're too lazy, I get it, man. There's some things in this game that I can't be arsed doing, so I don't blame you. Anyway, we'll move on to the rest tab. This green party hat I camped for like 24 hours to get, and yeah, I probably will not ever get another rare in this game ever again. I do not wish to buy more. I don't know why I have 4 of those, but I do. But yeah, this tab is pretty basic. I got 13 disc of returnings from when I was chin chompering at the Goblin area. If you guys want to see where I got 99 range, I got this question more than I'd like to, but the video title is called Time Wasted's 5th Skill Cape or something. And in that video, I go in depth into kind of what I did for 99 range. And spoiler alert, it's not available anymore. So if you had your hopes up, they are now crushed. So the last few tabs are pretty much just junk. This is just random shit that I don't want to let go of because I think I might need in the future, even though I will not. I mean, this thing, the 10th squad sigil, I thought I'd be able to get onto Apatol at some point, so I just kept this, but the poll failed. You guys, you hate pures so much. It's because there's some pures that paint a bad image in the wilderness, and because of that, you spite us in the polls. But anyway, I will cry a tear another day, and we'll move on to the last tab of the video. So this video is 10 minutes long. What could be left in the last tab? None other than 600k more nature runes. So I've been runecrafting more than I've been trying to let up, but I've got a nice little stash, and I'm looking to make that into a fat 1 million. This achievement has been done many times before. It's a little cliche, but now that I'm close, I think I will do this achievement. I know a few of you are probably thinking why this tab was so dry and empty. That is your answer. The resources have turned into nature runes, and yeah, as I said, 1 million natures is going to happen, and there's two reasons for that. One is a stupid goal that I want, that has been done a million times before. The second is that nature runes cost 230 GP each, and that makes me throw up in my sleep. It's disgusting, and I hate it so much. But this tab also consists of other items that I just wear randomly in outfits. It's also got some PK gear that I didn't know what to do with, but for the most part, I just like cross-dressing with this kind of gear, occasionally on my days off. But yeah, the main thing in that tab was the nature runes. So unfortunately, that's the bank. That is the final tab, and that is it for the video. So I'm going to be doing my best to, get these 1 million natures and 99 rune crafting, and it will of course inevitably happen. I really want to get this. I think it's my what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 skill capes. Rune crafting will be my 9th. If you have a suggestion for my 10th, let me know in the comments, and I will consider it. If you put defense in there, I'm going to slap you. But yeah, I'm making some good defensive gains. We're almost at level 2, so fingers crossed we can get there in the future. But I think the video is done for now, and I better end it because 12 minutes is ridiculous. But regardless, guys, I hope you enjoyed the bank video. As I said earlier, let me know if you want to see it as it progresses more in the future. But anyway, guys, I'll let you go. Let you get on with your RuneScape and all real life, and however you decide to do it. But anyway, guys, take care. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.